I'm just sitting in the rubble of what was my office. It's just descended into madness as I decide I need to renovate my house again.
Oh, well, change is good.
And I just look around and it's quite defeating.
Oh, yeah. My sewing room is still very messy. I have the big cabinet up here that I was stressed over that wouldn't fit, and now it's just got stuff piled into it, and I don't know.
Stay tuned to hear about all our hoarder. Stay tuned to hear about our hoarder lives on this episode. Oh, May, what's happening in your life?
Hello, Moxie.
Hello.
This is a special day.
Oh.
Well, actually, yesterday and today were special. I've been working overtime all month, and this week as well. And yesterday, I pulled the last tax return to be prepared from the drawer.
Yeah, baby!
It's a very exciting time for tax preparers and accounting type people. So I was able to take today off. I still have lots of work that I could have done, but nothing tax related. So
you can taste freedom. It's almost here.
Why not?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Hello, friends of the universe. If you're just joining us, May and I am Moxie, are lifelong friends who realize we have this spiritual energy inside of us that when we put love and caring out into the world, we get an exponential amount of love back, and we call that a euphoric feeling. So we talk about our lives and then also share our tips and tricks about how you can be putting more love out into the world to get more love back to you.
Mm-hmm. That is correct. And as you say, Moxie, this is something where you give it out and you get it back. So what that means is that anybody can do this. It's not just us. It's not just our special thing. This is something that we want to share for us, but also for all of you listening. And it doesn't cost you any money. All that it's going to take is a little bit of honing the skill of looking for the little love and allowing yourself to be delighted in the euphoric spirit.
Just allowing that so much. So the excitement in my day, and I've just not messaged you about it all day, May, so we could talk about it.
So it's fresh.
Oh, God. I joined.
Oh, I think yeah.
Yeah. So no, wait, there's been many developments.
Oh!
None exciting to say. I joined Tinder this morning, and then on the advice of Male Moxie, who is our friend whose name is also Moxie, it's very confusing. On the advice of Male Moxie, he was like, nah, don't do it. Go Bumble. So now I had Tinder for like 3 hours.
Titter.
That's kind of what it is. Already deleted it and joined. And joined Bumble. And then
What's Bumble?
Oh man, see, this is the world I've had to enter and you've got to escape, and now it's just you're gonna learn. Bumble it's Tinder, but the girl can only message the guy.
Oh, interesting.
Our friend has been on the scene for, I don't know, at least a year. And he was like, because I had set a May 1st date to join. And he's like, you getting excited? And I was like, actually, I did it today just to get it over with.
I was going to say, yeah, you pulled the trigger a little early there.
I did. I'll just get it over with, whatever. And so then I was like, yeah, and I won't go into details about the observations I've made about the people I was being presented. And he's like, yeah, no, don't. You're good. Like, go to... Anyway, so I've joined Tinder today, deleted Tinder today, joined Bumble today, and already ran out of matches to pick.
What do you mean?
I ran out of people to say yes or no to already.
Oh. Huh. Is that because... And I have heard of this, by the way, now that you mentioned it to me, or explained what it is, but is that for lack of people using the app?
I don't know, because I told male Moxie, and he's like, how did you
Yeah.
run out already? I'm like, I don't know. Like, I sat on the couch for a while flipping, but...
Huh.
So I'll stick it out, but I'm just like, I don't think this is for me.
Well, I don't know. I just don't have any exposure to the online.
Like,
Dating
80% of them
world.
are just their name, their age, maybe their job, and their picture. There's, like, no description. I'm just like, I'm
How
not...
are you supposed to...
In terms of how I manifest my love in the world, I'm more
Yeah.
into, like, you rather than looks.
Yeah. And it's hard to... just the nature of the beast, it's hard to
Yeah.
do it by anything other than looks. I think that's kind of... Well, yeah, the swipe. It was just supposed to be your initial, like...
Yeah, and so,
Yes,
like,
no.
you can put so many different things. Like, you can put a bunch of your stats, and then you can put where you work, and then you can do a little blurb. But it just seems no one cares. I'm just like, once again,
Yeah.
how I date or how I'm attracted to people is in the minority, apparently.
Huh. Well,
But that's okay.
unfortunate.
Like, I'm not even bummed. I'm just like, right.
Well, maybe that means that the people who are more like you are out there waiting. They've already been weeded out of this app, and they know that they're looking for someone more like you.
And I'm also not in any rush. Like, I like my life. I don't even know if
Yeah.
I have full spectrum room to fully integrate someone into it, but I figured I'd like start to test the waters.
Just have a little peek. That's okay.
Manifest my love vibes in another
That's right.
avenue.
Send them out into the world
Yeah.
and receive them back.
So if anyone has any friends and family they'd like to set me up with in the greater HRM area, my age settings were 30 to 41. So, just DM me. May can screen them for me.
Yeah, sure. I would love to do that. I mean, I'm going to get screen caps of your combos anyway, so. Just
Don't
joking.
tell them. They might listen to this.
I'm just joking. Oh, dear.
Well, I love that tax season is almost over and you can resume your life the
I
other
need
two
to get back
thirds
to
of the
my
year. Yeah.
crafty life. Oh, yes. I'm really just looking forward to being done this, and then my next little goal that I'm working towards is my presentation next weekend at the library. So
That's so exciting. If you
Well,
folks are listening, it
yeah.
will be this Sunday when everyone's listening. So please
Yes.
head on down.
May 5th.
May 5th.
I'm feeling not as confident about it. I feel like I'm worrying, like, what if it's boring, or what if it's not long enough, or what if nobody likes it. So I'm trying to be positive and tell myself that that's foolishness, and
It is. Yeah.
I think people seemed very positive about it when it was first shared, and I think if you go to a presentation about dolls, you're probably gonna already like dolls.
Yeah, and I kind of
So-
when I did a similar presentation in January for my hobby, and I was like, okay, the only people that are even going to frickin' come to this are my boss, because he was at the conference, which was I would have just died of embarrassment if he was the only one.
Oh no.
And like 3 friends that I knew were going, and including friend of the show Tyler T Johnny, and then there was all kinds of people, and then I thought,
that's
these people aren't going to
excellent.
get me, and then they were laughing when I was saying quirky things even if I didn't mean to be funny. So I think
that's
it'll
my
be the
dream.
same for you.
I
that
hope so.
if you just be positive, put the love out there, be upbeat when you're presenting, there'll be people and they'll love it.
Yeah, I just really want to share my love, and it's something that it's different than college. When I was in college doing these presentations, these were things that I had to kind of learn about and then regurgitate, but this is something that I just know about and am
Also,
interested
that's
in.
not fun. Like college presentations, all the
Yeah.
listeners need they're not having a good time to be
Well,
there.
they're a
either.
captive audience, yeah. And half the room has just completely tuned out, and the other half is stressed because they still have to present theirs.
Yeah.
So this actually led me into something else that I was looking at, and just wondering what you think about it as well. I was reading about imposter syndrome.
Oh, I'm well aware of said syndrome.
Okay. For anyone listening who's not sure what imposter syndrome is, that is a state of mind where you don't feel confident in your own abilities and it's unwarranted. You doubt yourself, and it's just generally the feeling like you're going to out yourself as a fraud, and that it's any day now people are going to realize that you don't know what you're talking about. And I find myself often feeling that way, and it sucks.
I go through bouts of it. Like, I'll have strong waves of it and then strong waves of confidence. So it comes and goes for me. But when it's there, it's like, it's everything.
It really, it's a bummer. I get it relating to work quite a bit because I don't know. I've definitely, the proof is in the pudding. I know how to do my job, and I do it very well. But I feel like at any moment it's all going to come crashing down.
Yeah, I think you just gotta power through. That's I just kind of be like, no, that's a feeling, not a fact.
Yeah.
And then just try to really focus on feelings aren't necessarily facts, and that the objective fact may not be as negative as you think. Like,
it often is not.
Yeah. Oh, exactly.
Yeah. It's often really not the case that people are thinking, oh God, what is she talking about? So it's very difficult. And I guess I just wanted to mention that because there probably are a lot of people who feel that way, especially since we're living in kind of a culture where, actually, this ties into what you were saying, a lot of things are being based on optics. People are making judgments about your character and personality based on what they see, which, there's always the old saying that you only can make a first impression once. What is the saying? That's not a saying. But you can only make a first impression once. And that used to be based off of you're meeting the person, but now so much more often it's based off just seeing someone. So I think that the whole thing of imposter syndrome is probably more common now than it used to be.
Do you think? Maybe. Or maybe we're just all more open about it.
That could be as well.
I feel, I don't want to say that everyone I know, but everyone I find I connect and relate to has that feeling.
Yeah.
Or admits to that feeling. I know it's not everyone has it, but then there is that kind of graph. I'll have to look it up. It's like the more you know about something, the less you know. And thus, the more you feel like a fake. But the people who are really confident are the ones who actually don't know anything about something.
Oh, yeah. That's called something else, too.
Yeah.
I forget what that's called.
I'll have to add it to the Instagram when when I drop this episode. I'll research it.
Yes. I do know what you're talking about.
So everyone, keep hope.
Yeah.
We all feel like this. And remember, like, it's a feeling, not a fact. People are probably looking at you more lovingly and positively than you think.
Mm-hmm. And people don't want to see you fail. There's nobody out there. Well, I shouldn't say nobody. Of course, there's always, some weirdo out there who loves the Schadenfreude. But in general, the people in your life, they want to see you succeed. They want to help you succeed. And they're happy when you succeed.
Absolutely.
Because that goes out and it creates that euphoric emotion, and it comes back into themselves. So whether you realize it or not, that's what's happening.
We're all in this chaos together.
It's true. It's very true.
Treat yourself kindly and stay positive.
Mm-hmm.
I'm very vulnerable today and just really, really projecting the staying positive. Do you have a crystal to keep us strong?
You know that I do.
Oh, baby.
I had to go and do a little shop because I had run out. So
that's such a tragedy.
I know. I only got 2, if you can believe that.
Maybe we should be starting a Patreon for you to buy us crystals.
Oh, baby. Or if people want to send me a crystal, that's cool.
Oh, yeah. DM us. We'll give you a neutral address that you can send things to without...
I'll just send it to my house. Who cares?
Oh, my God, no. May!
Yeah, we'll get a P.O. box, maybe.
I'm sure we can figure out an address things can be sent to, but between our various pursuits. But.
Yeah, that's true. Well, okay then. I guess I'm not allowed to dox myself.
The funny thing is, if you bought an affordable crystal for every episode, it'd probably still be cheaper than our podcast hosting.
Probably. Yep. Well, a lot of these I already had, but, you know.
Yeah.
That's point taken. This one I have today is smoky quartz.
Oh, smoky.
So this is another quartz stone, which is that beautiful classic crystal that, you know, when you think of a crystal, the faceted kind of cylinder-y type thing. That's what this is, a smoky quartz. Mm-hmm. And it is, obviously, as the name implies, it has a smoky tinge to it. And it can be almost completely opaque, or it can be more clear. The one I have here is on the clear side, and it actually has some kind of a little inclusion inside of it. I'm not sure what it is.
Ooh.
But just some kind of a something. Maybe... yeah, I don't know. So, a smoky quartz. These are good for clearing... oh, you're gonna love this, actually. When I was writing this down, I was like, Moxie's really going to resonate with this. A smoky quartz, it clears your environment of electromagnetic stress.
Oh, does it?
So,
I'm sure that's absolutely happening.
So it's actually good for me to have this in here while we're recording the podcast because there's so many things going on. I have my phone, I have the microphone, I have my computer going. I usually have my phone charging. So, and I don't know what I could be getting off of the lamp. It could be anything, really.
So could you define for me what electromagnetic stress is exactly?
Well, it's just the stressful feeling that you get as a result of all of these electromagnetic waves in the air. And the Wi-Fis. Oh, yeah, the Wi-Fi. It's just going right through you.
Absolutely.
And radio waves,
totally.
The microwave.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
So, you know, just stress.
The placebo waves.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that specific property of the smoky quartz, but I really thought that you'd like to hear about it, so I wrote it down.
Thank you for sharing. You know how to rile a girl up.
In addition to getting rid of those negative electromagnetic stressful vibes, it's also a grounding stone to help center you. It can help with your concentration, so it is a good stone to have with you during meditation when you're trying to clear your mind just of any kind of noise in your head. This is good for that.
Ooh.
It can help you gain the insight and the clarity to discern something that is no longer useful to you, so you can just get rid of it. So whether that's like an old held belief or whether it's an actual like closet full of clothing you don't wear anymore, this stone can be good for just kind of clearing out that clutter.
Your Tinder profile.
Yeah, there you go. It's gone.
It's gone.
It wasn't serving you, so you swiped left on Twinder.
We'll start our own app called Twinder, and it's just like matching people with crystals.
Oh, actually, that's really good. I want to do that. Write into us, and you can be part of our beta test, and we'll match you with a crystal.
First, we need Series A round funding to get the app made. So we will accept donations for that. You don't need any money to be in our spiritual movement. But if you want to donate to our adjacent yet unrelated tech company, we're down.
Yeah, that would be good. I'd be all right with that. One last point about this quartz point.
God,
if you stand, a way to help clear your negative energy is if you go outside and put your bare feet right onto the earth, and then put this stone just kind of in between your feet, then that will help draw out the negative energy and push it down into the earth.
I really wish this was a video podcast.
I can imagine your face, but I suppose that everyone out there doesn't necessarily know it as vividly as I do.
Sure. But why do I want to put my negativity into the earth? I want to put positivity in the earth.
You could, I would have to assume, well, you know what? That's right. I don't know that this stone would do that. I think a better stone for that would be either just a regular clear quartz, because it's going to act as an amplifier, or I would use a rose quartz for love.
So, I have a crystal.
So we should try this. We could try it.
Okay, I have a crystal question for future episodes.
Yes.
Can you find a crystal that converts negative energy into positive energy?
That is an excellent question, and I'm writing it down.
I'm so
right
down.
now.
That's the crystal we need to talk about in this movement. The one that takes your negative and doesn't put it out into the world. The world, but makes it positive.
Into the earth. Poisoning
the
water table.
I wasn't even going that deep. I was just thinking like the dirt in which I put my hostas.
And then that's just playing into the hands of those unscrupulous crystal elixir bottle manufacturers.
Yeah.
Because we're putting our negative energies into the water, and then you need to buy their crystal to get it out.
Yeah.
And it's not right.
It's not right. Let's
we
just
need to
stop the cycle
this.
now.
Stop the madness. Don't put your negative energies into the earth.
We're going to save this world one negative to positive love conversion at a time.
One posy vibe at a time.
One posy love at a time.
Oh, dear. This one's very pretty. I actually might make it into a little pendant.
Oh, nice. Mm-hmm. And yeah, everyone, I hope you have a great week. Spring is probably actually here now, which is nice.
It's springing.
At least in our hemisphere it is. And if you have any ideas about those crystals, let us know. If you know any that convert, or let us know about what's happening with you and how we can send you some love in the world.
I would love to hear from everyone out there and just have a connection. It would be wonderful.
So thank you very much for listening, everyone, and we'll talk to you next time. Bye.
Bye-bye.